Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Trey at TreyMixes.com. Glad you came back for another video. And we're going to take a quick detour back to Logic drummer tracks for a little bit, because I ran into something the other day with a client request that they liked what the drummer track was that they sent me. They liked the sounds, and despite my work with it, couldn't get too much more out of it, and they were still asking for more snap, but they didn't want to use additional samples. So that means we need to compress that guy, get some more snap out of it, but not ruin what we have on the track. And so these drummer tracks can be finicky about what you change and don't change. So let's look real quick at how you can mix drummer tracks with parallel compression, and only get the things that you want parallel compressed set up that way. So I've got here a new project that I just opened up this morning, put in some loops. For those of you who don't know, this loop button down here pulls up this giant loop library, and you can search for something like organ, like I did, to get this organ sound, and just drag them right in, and that's how you have access to your loops. Anyway, so let's have a listen to what we got here. And we could just set that guy to repeat, but you can see our drums, they're just a basic brought in setup track. I told it to follow the bass, so you get certain kick hits. So it follows with the accents, turned up the fills a little bit, and anyway, so here's where we are with the drums, and it's still just very basic, and no matter how much I turn it up, you're going to have problems with it with the other tracks. In the event that you want more control over your kick and bass and you don't want your cymbals to get all washy, parallel compression is a great thing to use, but you have the problem here of if you send this whole track parallel compressed, you're going to have an issue. So we'll go back to the mixer window and change using our producer kits. So open up your library and go down to producer kits and choose the exact same kit. You'll have all of these here, but they'll just have little plus signs. So SoCal Plus, and you will watch this change and this change. So see, now we have a plus, but we have this drop down menu and this little arrow down here in the mixer window. Let's get rid of that. Now, if we pull over this drop down menu, you now see, like we've discussed before, you have a fader for everything. Well, what's also interesting is you'll see the mixing decisions they've made here. You see they've already set up their own little parallel compression that they call punch, but this is the envelope shaper. So it's kind of like a transient shaper. Anyway, cool, good for them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the things that we want to parallel compress. Let's take, not the snare bottom. Let's listen to these, and just in case there are some toms. Cool. All right, so we're going to take these, and we're going to create us a new send to a new bus. Pop, there's our bus. We'll call it parallel compression, and we'll throw ourselves a compressor on it. Oh, and we'll just go with a preset. How about, there's going to be something like a smasher, or here, FETs always tend to be real hardcore enough. Anyway, you just need a little bit, so that's pretty fast release, or pretty fast attack. We'll auto release it, and let's bring up our ratio a little bit, see what we're knocking off. Actually set them for pre-fader. And then send it. Okay. Okay, no parallel compression. And so let's just add in a little bit. We'll turn the whole drum kit on though. There we go. Got some more smack in those drums, but we've only compressed the things we wanted to, the kick and the snare. Since the toms didn't get used, you can always just set up your tom setting anyway, but they didn't get used, so we're not going to worry about it. So now let's try again, and we'll bring in our parallel compression into the mix. Without. See how that snare just jumps out at you? Awesome. So it's just that easy. If you need to get some extra snap out of your drums, parallel compress. But if you use a producer kit, you can do it specifically to the things you want to and any other mixing you want for each kit. Like if your snare is not bright enough, EQ them. If your toms need more boom, go for it. So that's really simple. All there is to it. And hope you guys continue to have a good time using these drummers. If you found all this useful, do all the regular YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, yada yada, and leave comments if you have something you want to see. If you found this extra useful and you want to keep getting better at these kind of things, head over to TreyMixes.com, where there's a free mini course that I teach over there for mixing with saturation. Comes with some private videos and a free little ebook to follow along with. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy mixing.